Hello, my fire signs. Welcome to your weekly energy update. And this, of course, is for all my Aries, my Leo, my Sagittarians. And we're going to be zeroing in on the week of November 28th to December 5th. But if you're coming across this reading outside of that time frame, I would still go ahead and watch the video, because if your intuition and your gut brought you here, then there's definitely messages for you. So I would still watch. If you are watching this between November 28th and December 5th, the big day of this week is going to be December 4th, which is the new moon in Sagittarius. So bringing a lot of beautiful energy coming in. I did create videos for each of the zodiac signs for the new moon in Sagittarius, and I'll link the playlist at the end of this video if you want to go check those out, because it does provide you the week before the new moon and 2 weeks after, so it will give you some additional information as well. And of course, this week is also Hanukkah, so for those that celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah to you. All right, well, we're going to jump in for this week, and we're going to pull a card here from the Spirit Animal Oracle and just see what the Creator would like you to know about this upcoming week. All my fire signs. And one more time. All right, so for our fire signs, what animal spirit has a message for you this week? What does Spirit or Creator want you to know? All right, there we go. And you've got the Crow Spirit. Co-create with Spirit. And this is a beautiful card here, number 17. I'm going to put this over here. And let's see what message comes. Sorry, the book was flying too. A lot of energy in the air, you fire signs. Let's see. There we go. So co-create with Spirit. As you look around you this week, can you sense the magic that pulses through the world? Have you witnessed how every thought can become a thing? How every intention can call the universe into action as the sacred laws shape what you experience? The universe works in perfect order. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with Spirit, you'll want to crow with delight, feeling the excitement and wonder of being in harmony with something much larger than yourself. Crow Spirit says you are right on target now to see your dreams magically come into being in the visible world. The laws of abundance, compensation, frequency, and praise are operating in your favor now. Remember to be grateful and praise what is yours, even if it's still coalescing into form, still residing in the invisible realms of co-creation. No matter what area of your life you're concerned with now, what you hope for is on its way, for Spirit is your co-creation partner. I love that. That's very much like the magician in the major arcana of the tarot, you know, that you co-create with the Creator. You are able to bring down that beautiful unconditional love energy through you and share that with the world in your own unique creative way, right? Co-creating, right? And you have everything that you need. And really, this focus on gratitude about what is unfolding, what you have in store for your life. You know, be grateful that everything is in perfect order and you know, it's unfolding as planned. All these fated events, all these things are going to be coming into your life. And this week, there's this focus on that, realizing that you do get to choose what story you apply to any situation, and you can have a story or an attitude of gratitude around it. You also get to choose what emotions you feel around any situation, and you can choose what you're going to feel this week as well. And this is like this reminder that you are not alone. You are co-creating your life with the Creator, something much bigger than ourselves, but has so much love and so much care for your life, and having it unfold as you wanted it to unfold. So we're also going to pull some cards here from this Everyday Tarot and just see what else the Creator wants you to know about this upcoming week. But this is beautiful. I love it. And especially if you see crows during this week, you know, use that as a reminder that you are being watched. Your eye, the eyes are always on you. You're never alone, and that's just an indication for you to remember this message. All right, Creator, what else do you want our fire signs to know about this week, please? Okay, I feel like you have these 4 here. And is there any others? I feel like there's one more just to sum up the week. Nope, none of those. At least one more to sum up the week. Okay, there it is. So let's take a look here. Yeah, 10 of Swords. I know you see this, you're like, oh my God. But this is the swords, of course, are your thoughts, your mentalities, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And this is a 10, so it's endings and new beginnings, which is great because this person isn't dead. They're just exhausted by trying to live up to all these external expectations. I always say it's the supposed to, the need to, the have to, the shoulds, all those opinions of the outside world telling us how we should, what story we should apply to a situation, what emotion we're supposed to feel about a situation. So all that stuff we were talking about, you're ready to be freed from that because they're looking to the sunrise. The sun is rising, so there's hope. And the 10 is this, like, you're exhausted. You're just ready, so ready to let it go. And that's a lot of times what it takes for us humans in this life journey. We're very stubborn, which is good in some things. We don't give up easy, but we also don't give up these small t truths, these opinions from the outside world on how things should be. So we get very, dug in with like, no, this is what I believe. And it takes a lot to pry us away from it, to like utter exhaustion before we're ready to go, oh, fine, I just give up. I'm not going to be able to, live up to all these expectations of the outside world. And to that I say, hooray, that's freedom. You're releasing yourself from this bondage. And this is beautiful with this ending and this new beginning that's being sparked in this week. Excuse me, and you have the 5 of Pentacles here. And the Pentacles are about your the outside world. It can be called coins. Some call it, I forget, there's some other names of them, but sometimes a deck will be coins as well. But this is about your outside world and your belief in abundance and being taken care of and having everything you need in the outside world. And you can see how this person just feels, alone and usually a lot of the decks, they'll have them like wounded and without shoes, and someone has like a broken leg with gosh, I can't think of the name right now. It's not a cane, but it's, it's going to bug me that I'm forgetting that right now, but it's unimportant. But they're like wounded and feeling so low and feeling betrayed and abandoned. But this beautiful stained glass back here represents the universe, and you can see all the stars, and you can see how the universe, the creator, they're actually coating and protecting them from the cold. This also represents the winter, which we're entering into the winter solstice soon. But this is all about your beliefs about lack, about your worth of receiving, all those past beliefs, all these swords here. Some of these are about your worth and about, your deservingness, your worthiness of being taken care of. But there's this beautiful, because it's a 5, it is about transformation. It's about seeing things from a different perspective and making this change around the situation. And a beautiful message that comes in this card is that the creator, like this universe, the creator of all things is the one who brings you what you need in your life, right? Your co-creator. And because of that, we can rest in that, the creator's resources are endless. He, she, they are not limited, by anything in the physical realm. But the people in the world is like the shipping company or the third party, the middleman that brings it to us. but it all comes from the Creator. And when you have this transition of the outside world is what brings it to me, so I have to make sure to not, be rejected by them, or I will be left alone without anything and die, and that's the belief that we have. It's a fear we have. But when we understand that the Creator is what brings it to us, then we know that the middleman is not the one that brings it, right? So we don't have to be concerned with all these expectations of those shipping companies, because we're their customer, if you're looking at it that way. They're just bringing what the Creator wanted to give to us. And so we thank the Creator when something happens. And again, back to that gratitude, we are grateful for what the Creator brings because we know it's perfect. It may not be exactly what our ego thought it wanted because it was trying to have stuff to feel safe, when in reality we always have everything we need in the moment, because like this card said, everything unfolds perfectly, right? Yeah. 10 of Cups, another 10, endings and new beginnings, but this is about emotions, and this is this, all these cups are your cups overflowing. You just feel overjoyed inside, which totally makes sense, when we release all this and this ending, new beginning, like I said, when it's freedom, and with these changing of these beliefs of the outside world, you just feel abundant. You feel so grateful, and the more things that you're grateful for, you just see how really truly blessed that you are. And so this week, especially coming off of Thanksgiving week in the United States, after Black Friday, which is totally opposite of being thankful, right? We're like, oh, give me more. This, unfolds the week after, and we are like, okay, you know what? I do have everything I need, and it's beautiful. All right. Yep. And then you have the Lovers card here, which is a really great card. Again, another 5. So you had, I'm sorry, this is a 6. I was going to say 10, 5, 10, 5. But the 6, this is also a very much like a freedom card. This is about emotional decisions to make, which is, 10 of Cups is all about emotions. But I love the story behind this card because the 4 and the 5 before this are the Emperor and the Hierophant. And for this message, we zero in on the darker side of both of those cards, because they both have beautiful loving sides, like the loving Emperor that gives and has rules to benefit everyone in his kingdom, so everyone can be abundant and successful and grow. Same thing with the Hierophant, but that's a religious leader or spiritual leader, and they have all these desires of love to join people together, because they know as everyone comes together, they can do so much in spreading love and helping the world. And like, yay, those are the great light sides. But then the human ego can get involved, our shadow side. And that turns the loving Emperor into a dictator who has all these rules to keep them in power, because they fear what will happen if they're not in power. So they do things and create rules to maintain their power and to take power from others. Same thing with the Hierophant, but it's spiritual and religious, power that it's looking for. But this beautiful Lovers card comes after all that. And it represents, like, when you're young and you're having all these suppressive roles that are being put on us, both from the world and religion and everything else, right? That we feel like, well, this is the passion that comes when you have this, you're so passionate about something that you're ready to face the fears of breaking the rules. Before, you're not. You're like, oh, I got to obey, or what will happen, right? All these expectations. But it's beautiful, because here's all those expectations, and here is the first time, like, it's usually like younger teenage years where you have your first crush on someone and you'll break curfew to go spend time with them because it's worth it to you now. You're like, I will face the punishment because I love them so much. Or if it's not a person, it could be a thing like a movie or a band or something where your people in authority over you were like, no, you can't go see that and you can't go do that. And you're like, okay, well, can I at least go spend the night at my friend's house? And they're like, okay, you can go do that. And then you guys sneak out and go see the movie or see the band, right? So this is that passion, this drive that you are brought to where you're ready to break away from all these. So I love how this started off with, here's all these expectations, and here's like freedom. You're ready. That passion and that drive that you want is outweighing the fears, and so you're ready to make this leap and make this change. Yeah, and then the overall message, like this card, they wanted to mention this. Two things with this, because it is the Two of Wands. One, the Wands, of course, is your drive, your ambition, your aha inspiration. It's your spiritual energy too. One side of it is that you're making plans. You literally have a new world in your hands here, and so you're ready, to make that leap, ready to go to somewhere new. And so during this time, you're like, okay, I'm ready to make different plans. I'm ready to make a different choice from where I was going to be before. The other thing is these twos really always speak to me in the minor arcana, the four suits. All the twos are about this realization that you are two different parts of you are experiencing this life. The big one, of course, is your human side with all its fears and all these emotions that we came here to experience on purpose, for a purpose. But then there's also this awareness of our higher self, this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And it's becoming aware of that and having this joint venture together. Not, the spiritual side is supposed to destroy our shadow and our ego. It's a part of us, and it's searching after unconditional love, which is what we are, and it joins together. And so there's this beautiful energy that's bonding together too, because you are seeing things from a different perspective. More of your spiritual awareness and your wisdom are coming into this. Again, co-creator. There's two of you. There's your human self and your creator self, which is what communicates with our mother and father of all things, our creator, and the whole spiritual world on the other side. So wonderful, wonderful decisions going to be made because of this aha that's coming. I mean, I love this for you. So beautiful for this week. I'm going to leave the reading there. As I mentioned earlier, in addition to these readings, I do a bunch of other readings, like monthly readings for everyone by zodiac sign. I do these weekly readings. I have new moon, full moon readings. And like that new moon in Sagittarius reading, I'll pop up here or down there. You'll see it in just a moment. They'll pop up for the playlist, and you can go check those out. And if you want to get notified when those readings come out throughout the month so you don't miss them, if you haven't done so already, just click the subscribe button down below, and that's going to make this notification bell pop up. And if you click on that, then you'll get notified when the ones come out. So easy. All right. Well, just know as you're going throughout this week, every second of every day, you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. So have an amazing week, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But until then, you take care.